Hi everyone, welcome to this tarot read. Thank you very much for joining me. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and get started. I'll let you guys know too, this is going to be a general read. So it may or may not resonate with you. That's just fine, guys. You're going to know if these messages are meant for you because they're just going to feel right. Also, we are going to draw an energy card at the end of this read. Cycles. You know, it's funny, I see that innocence card. This is not the vibe that I get from this card. This is, I feel like a level of like naivety, or like somebody doesn't realize something. You know, this is like that's what it is. It's like a don't know what you got until it's gone kind of thing. Like somebody felt like letting go of something or moving from a situation was going to bring them something better. I do not feel like that's what it was. I feel like it was the start of a new cycle. I feel like this person tends to sort of go round and round in certain cycles that do have sort of like a detrimental effect on their life. And I do feel like whoever was left behind, because I feel like this happened between two people. I do get that vibe that we're talking about a couple different energies and about paths. Sort of going apart, one going one way, one going the other, and I feel like somebody had to heal from this. Somebody is finding balance. This is the person who was sort of left behind. Dance. I do feel like that person is starting to find balance in their life. They're starting to find sort of joy in the everyday world. It's been a process for them. After being left like this, it was very hurtful what somebody did. And like I said, I feel like somebody just went on to start a new cycle, like living the same thing without really having that sort of self-awareness to see that that's what they were doing. They weren't moving on to something bigger and better. They were just moving on to a cycle that they were going to repeat. This is someone who sort of does the same thing over and over again. What they had before was true friendship, though. This is what they left behind. They left behind somebody who is like, I see the word steady Eddie. I know I use that a lot in my reads. This is what this person was for them. This was someone who they could count on when things got tough. It's someone who wanted to grow with them and build with them. Somebody who wanted to sort of celebrate life with them. I feel like they moved on to something as almost like, I don't know if they're partying, but it's like not this settling down kind of energy. It's not this grown up, mature kind of energy. It's like this do what feels good in the moment kind of energy. This is sort of what this person moved on to. They felt like they were expanding their horizons. They felt like that's why I kept feeling like they were moving on to something bigger and better, and that's not what they got. It was like cycles. Cycles. Somebody's just moving into another cycle of behavior. You know, I do feel like whoever got left behind too knows what's going on. They know what this person who left is going through. I feel like on some level they actually feel bad for them. Being able to see that they left a good thing. They left a friendship. They left stability, and what they moved to was something very unstable, was something superficial, something that would not bring long-term happiness, is discernment. See, and this is what I was feeling in that like innocence card. It's almost like a level of naivety. It's like someone not really aware of sort of why they're making certain choices, why they're drawn to making certain choices. It's like a level of self-awareness that's lacking, and also being able to sort of like see a situation for what it is. That's why I kept feeling this don't know what you got until it's gone vibe too. And this is part of what they left too, this gentleness. They left somebody who is like a really kind soul. A really kind soul. Somebody who is, like I said, in it for the long haul. You have a bad day, you come home. This person would be there wanting to hear all about it, wanting to do whatever they could to help make you feel better. And what they went to was people who don't care. And I feel like it's more than one. I feel like it's partly a lifestyle that they're living. And it's people who aren't emotionally invested in them. People who really couldn't care less. They were just drawn in by like possibility. They're like lost in some illusion of what they thought this was going to be. I feel like I said, it was like some sort of like partying or having a good time, that sort of do what feels good in the moment kind of vibe. And like it's not something you live in for a long time, right? It wears thin, it gets old. They left this goddess energy. They definitely did. This is part of this gentleness, someone who still has compassion and feels bad for the choices that this person's made. That's sort of what they're going through. It's like they left somebody who was at like this empress level in their life, whether this is a woman or a man. This is somebody who has evolved quite a ways in their life. I feel like they have a deep spiritual connection to the other side as well. Their spirituality is strong, but also like their capacity for love is huge too. Like this person is really awesome. This is a good person. This is someone you would want to build with. It's someone who, even if you wouldn't have a romantic relationship with them, you would want this person as your friend. This is someone you would want to have by your side, someone you can always count on. And this person went to something that was like the polar opposite. It was like superficial. I just keep feeling like superficial cycles, like flitting from one thing to the next. Nothing ever gets stable. Nothing ever gets established. And then we do have flow too. Ugh. I feel like this person thought, it's almost like they thought that their life was getting sort of, I don't want to say stagnant. They felt like they needed some kind of adventure or excitement. And it's like, that's that level of not being self-aware, not being able to recognize the goodness that you have, and sort of like living in la la land, living in a dream, thinking that this is going to be, a way better option than what you already have, and not recognizing that they had this goddess next to them. This goddess who would help to look after them, to be there when things get rough. And like I said, like this goddess is a good person. This goddess still feels compassion for this person, even though they got hurt. This is part of their healing process too, and their deep capacity for love. Like it speaks volumes to this person's character and where they are in their evolutionary journey on their universal life path. Like they're quite a ways down. And it's like this, don't know what you got till it's gone. This person was not on the same level as this goddess, not on the same level on that universal path. It's like this person just kept looking for something fun, looking for something like no commitment, no responsibility, just sort of like a freedom. Well, now they got it because nobody wants to build with them. They don't have stability. They don't have those stable friendships. It's like there's no balance here. This person is, whoever left is like out of balance now. I feel like their life in lots of different aspects is out of balance. I do feel like they hide it most of the time. Living in this cycle, so I do feel like partying is something that they do. But deep down, at the end of the night when they're all alone and the lights are off, they are this Five of Cups. They're like crying themselves to sleep. This person's depressed. This person feels alone. And that's why I feel in the Four of Cups too, this emotional detachment. They have no emotional attachments anymore. They had it with this goddess. Like I keep getting pulled back to this goddess. And like I said, even if this was someone you wouldn't have a romantic relationship with or be romantically interested in, this is someone you would want to be friends with. This is someone you would want in your life, in your support system and your soul family. Yeah, that Two of Wands, they are looking back. When the lights are out, this person does still think about this goddess. I feel like they think about what they left behind, but they just want to sort of live in the moment for the parting. There's still this, like I keep feeling that we're not aware. We're not aware of sort of how our choices affect the world around us. It's like this person is not willing, and maybe it's they're not willing to admit it to themselves, that they put themselves in this situation where they no longer have this goddess in their life, where they no longer have somebody who will support them through thick and thin. They're sort of floating from one thing to the next. They have no stability, no deep connections. We do have the Judgment card. She is like my karma card. She represents getting back what you put out into the world. This was this person's choices. This is how they chose to go through the world. So this is what they're getting back. If they're going to go through the world with this Four of Cups, not emotionally investing, not building, they're not going to get somebody who does that with them. And the Hierophant here. Yeah, and that High Priestess is this goddess. This person is very spiritually connected. This person is extremely spiritually connected. They're quite evolved, like I said, on their universal life path. This person is definitely moving forward, doing their shadow work, finding healing, finding wisdom. I feel like deep within they're finding the wise as well, because I do feel like that was part of something that they had to do in their healing journey, why did this person leave? Why did this person not want to build with me? And this is something that that person can't tell them, because I don't think that person even realizes it themselves. Not enough that they can put it into words. So this is something she's having to find for herself. It's something she's having to build for herself. I also feel like on some level, she tried to help this person grow. The Hierophant can represent sort of like a mentor. I do feel like she tried to help mentor this person on their life path as well, and sort of give them a bit of insight. And like, I don't know if they were already hanging around with these friends and trying to tell them like, these people are going to lead you astray. These people are going to get you into trouble. You'll never get what you want, kind of thing. This person obviously didn't listen to it. I feel a lot of ego in this King of Cups. I feel like this was somebody who was very much sort of within their own emotions, within their own world. Sometimes that King of Cups can be really broody. I do feel like this is something this person did. I do feel like these were some of the habits that they had. I don't know if they were emotionally manipulative, but I feel like they could be moody and broody at times. And it's because they're kind of within themselves too. Like, this person doesn't truly understand why they do what they do. They didn't really understand why they were making the choices they did, why they couldn't emotionally connect to this goddess. I feel like this person actually has some history. Like, maybe stuff happened to them growing up, things they've experienced in their life. I feel like it's a lot of shadow work. And this person is very unaware of how to deal with it, or I also feel that to a degree they don't even recognize that it exists, because it's been going on for so long. I feel like this person's been living this way for so long. It's hard for them to step back and see that something's amiss. This goddess knew, and I do feel like this was part of her compassion too, and supporting this person and building with this person and sort of trying to help them find themselves, help them find their way through their own Nine of Swords. This person was not ready to do that. And this sort of came to an end, and then she wound up with her own Nine of Swords to deal with. Why did it come to an end? I tried, I gave them love, I gave them, this and that, and tried to be a good partner. It's not about you. It's not about this goddess. It is not. This King of Cups was broken before this goddess showed up. This King of Cups has his own shadow work to do. That Ten of Swords, it does represent that ending, that these two people split ways, they parted ways, and yes, it was absolutely hurtful. The thing about the Ten of Swords, though, is it's an ending that is beneficial in the long run. This King of Cups, for whatever reason, is just not able at this point in his life to be able to give this goddess the connection that she wants, needs, and deserves. He's just not capable of it. He has a lot of shadow work to do before he is able to give an even give and take. That Six of Pentacles is about an even give and take. It's also about abundance. He can't bring in abundance into somebody's life because he hasn't built it for himself. He's not in the same place that this goddess is. He hasn't done that shadow work. He hasn't done that emotional work. He hasn't sorted through his past. That's what the Hermit card says too. This is something that he needs to do to be able to give an even give and take, to be able to find abundance within himself. It's work that he has to do. And no matter how much this goddess cared for him, no matter how much she tried to help him or show him this insight, it is his path to walk alone. And I do feel like she tried to be compassionate. I do feel like she tried so much to communicate this to this person. I feel like she very much tried to help them through what they were going through. Because, like I said, like, her capacity to love is absolutely amazing. So much compassion, so much empathy this person holds for other people. And I do feel like she tried. She definitely tried to help this person work through all their darkness to try and come out the other side. She saw the potential in this person to be a kind individual and to try and sort through these areas in their life. This Five of Pentacles can represent sort of an area of your life that's lacking. I feel like, especially because she was from the outside sort of looking in, for her it was easy to see what was going on with this king on some level, that he had things from his past he needed to deal with, things that needed to get brought to light, sorted out to find balance. But like I said, this was his path to walk. So it's, no matter how much she tried, it was something that he had to do for himself, and she definitely did reach out to him emotionally. She tried to help him to sort of change his world, to get a new point of view. She was this steady Eddie. She was someone who this person could count on. Like, always there, always there. You had a bad day, come talk to me about it. What can I do to make it better? This person was a very good catch, but this king was just not ready to hear it. He wasn't at a point in his life where he could find that balance. He's still chasing his passions, and that's part of why he left too. I feel like it got too real with this queen. He wasn't ready to get that real. He's just going to live sort of on that superficial level at this point. That's sort of what he's going through. I do believe on some level he misses her, and he misses having someone he can count on, because he does not have that now. He does not have that. So I do feel like he misses that partnership. He misses having that connection with somebody, but he doesn't know how to contribute to it. He doesn't know how to grow it. And his own baggage keeps him from truly embracing it. And so this is why he sort of moved on to situations that were on a more superficial level. This is something he can cope with. This is something he knows how to deal with. Nobody asks questions about, how do you feel about this? What do you think? What happened to you in your past? Like, nobody, because I'm going to say it and it sounds mean, but the people he's with, like, no one cares, really. This goddess cared. This goddess wanted to put in the time, the effort. This goddess wanted to help nurture this person, help this person heal, do their shadow work, grow, and build a deep connection. This person was not ready to delve into their secrets. They do not want to look into their subconscious and see what's in there. They're constantly sort of trying to hide it. And not from others, like from themselves too. They don't want to think about it at all. Whatever happened to them, and I feel like it was many things over a long period of time, over their life. It might have been through childhood into their adult life. I feel in this Seven of Cups like many events that were very heartbreaking, and it just kind of left a stain on who this person was. The Tower card. The Tower card does represent disappointing endings. And I feel like this person, until they do their shadow work, this is kind of what they're going to get. They're going to get Tower cards. They're going to get superficial sort of relationships, and not just romantic, but also with friendships as well. Everything's going to stay superficial because they can't do the emotional side of things. Also, if they ever get so lucky as to run into another goddess, same thing. Until they deal with their shit, they're going to get the Tower card. They are going to get the Tower card. They have to learn how to communicate. They have to sort of delve into the darkness, not be afraid of their own emotions, of their own past, being able to sort through it. If they want an abundant harvest, they have to do the groundwork, and the groundwork is that shadow work. It's that shadow work, that learning to love themselves, learning to express and explore their own emotions. And if they can do that within themselves, then they can build with others. And it's a long journey ahead. This person has a long journey ahead. A lot of wrestling with demons. That page energy is so young. That page energy is so young and immature. And it's like that emotional growth being stunted too. With everything that happened to them, with this person not sorting through their baggage. I don't know. I'm looking at these cards, and I keep asking tarot in my mind, like, is change coming in this person's life? Are they going to find change? Are they going to find their wish fulfillment? Can they wrestle with their demons? And then we get more page energy. No, this person, at this point in time, this person is going to keep partying. This person is going to keep partying. They're going to move forward with sort of this lifestyle that they've set where nobody expects anything from them. Superficial relationships. So even in romance, it's only ever going to be about sex, because that's all they have to offer. This person can't offer any kind of deep emotional connection like this goddess deserves. This person was never going to give her the connection that she needed. She is this Queen of Pentacles too. This Queen of Pentacles, she is nurturing. She's so nurturing. She's so kind. I feel a lot of generosity of spirit with this person too. But it's like that connection, that deep connection that she deserves and that she can build on. This person can't build with her. This person was never able to build with her. This person, I almost feel like she felt like she could help them become this emperor, move into this emperor energy, but they can't just jump from page to emperor. Like, this person has a lot of steps in between, a lot of healing to be done, a lot of shadow work and self-recognition. And again, it happened. A lot of this shit happened before this queen ever showed up. Long before she showed up, this person was in this mindset. This is stuff that this person needs to work on for themselves. The Five of Wands. This is like this conflict. They need to deal with their shadow work if they want their wheel of fortune to change. You know, if they want to have someone like this queen, this goddess by their sides to help support them, they have to do the work. They have to do the work. Otherwise, they're always going to get the Death card. They're going to get the Tower card. This is about endings, you know, things coming to an end. I do have this Six of Swords, though. It represents sort of moving from stormier times to calmer ones. And I do feel like this is for this queen. This is part of her healing process, because this person is still living this lifestyle. This partying, this superficial, sort of like immaturity, not willing to sort of grow up, not willing to delve deep into all their shadow stuff that needs to get dealt with. But this goddess is moving forward. This goddess is starting to make peace with everything that happened. And she is an empress. She already is an empress in her own right. But I feel like it's becoming more so in this new chapter too. I was very sad. This goddess, this empress, whoever this person represents, if this is you in this read, like I said, like this is somebody who, if you would either have a romantic relationship with, should you be so blessed, or a friendship. This is someone you want by your side. This is someone you can always count on. This is someone you want to nurture a relationship with. People like this are very rare. This empress, this goddess. And this person has no idea what they lost. They really don't. You're sort of just going for that immaturity, that partying, not doing their shadow work when somebody tried to help, somebody tried to stick it out with them. And it's like they just refuse to deal. They refuse to deal. They have no idea the depth of what they lost. I do feel like they miss her company. They miss having someone they could count on. I don't think they truly understand what they lost. They hugely missed out on this one. So the first quarter moon in Libra represents sort of keep your heart open. And it is the heart chakra there. To me, this is definitely about this person healing. This goes both ways. This goes to this goddess and to keep up with her healing, to not let this one bad experience stop her from opening up her heart again. She has so much to give. She has so much to give. This is absolutely somebody who you would want in your life. This is somebody who brings value to any relationship. Absolutely. I also feel like this is a parting message for this person who left and walked away, to start looking into their shadow work and to start dealing with all of those emotions they've been stuffing down and trying to hide. If they want a better life, if they want to come into their emperor energy, if they want deeper connections with people at some point, they need to be able to do the work to get there. Alrighty guys, I hope that you enjoyed the read. If you did, please feel free to hit that like, that subscribe. It definitely helps the channel out. Have a great day.